Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Can he spark a counter here?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Taken back almost at once.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
First quarter of an hour gone. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And the counter is on.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Real chance! And it's a goal!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Missed by a fraction. And he's managed to get rid. Forwards and with intent. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Picked out brilliantly. And that's been won straight back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that could set him on his way. Excellent challenge. Now the finish! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Port are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, important interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Yeah, he's fouled him there. And now they can clear their lines. Half-time getting close now. That has been knocked clear. Oh, that's a fine interception. Passes short and sharp. Look at this. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Up for a header! Harmlessly behind. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Great hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Port appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? It'll pass back. Passing nice and neat.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the keeper beats it away. He could be in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Could move up a gear here. Oh, delightful ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's hoisted clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now that's well seen too. And he's managed to get rid. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well timed, excellent interception.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played into space out wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 99, number 11, number 77, number 21, number 7. Coming on the field, number 94, number 55.
Deftly away.
Number 6, number 9, number 88.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Substitution in progress.
And he can clear it away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, good-looking ball. No, that's been intercepted. That's that, the end. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's match.
juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cleared without hesitation. And he's really put himself on the line here. Port with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he's managed to gift it back. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too...
He's got the shot away!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that's a key interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's gone forward. Still goalless at the moment. Chance to shoot now. Could move up a gear here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, that's neat. That is good strength. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And smartly reclaimed. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's really well cleared. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he's in on goal. There's the hit. Oh, that wasn't far away.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
good play. Showing great feet there. Can he finish? Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And he was quick to react. Ball is over the line. That's been cut out, well played.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, played right into his path. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And that has left him in a heap. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed.
So it's been
A
even
tight
so
affair,
far.
0-0
Which way will
at the
things
break.
go in the second half? Ours,
No
of
goals
course.
at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's well spotted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Decent hit! Quality ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's got the beating of his man. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been cleared.
The attendance for this match
Well
was
into the second half, and still there's
29,950.
nothing between them.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he put it away? It's a loose ball. And the counter is on. Good running, strong and purposeful. Aims beyond the defence. He can get that clear. And he's managed to get rid. Oh no, what has happened here? He's away. He's one-on-one. And the shot! He's got a goal! And that could well be the winner.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still...
He's gone for goal! So close to drawing level.
That's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Forwards and with intent. Passes short and sharp. He's in here!
Substitution on the field. Number 77.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 21. Coming on the field. Number 6.
He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it. And another try! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Two up and very... Goes in for the header! Yes! And surely that settles it.
2 added minutes
What
has
a
been
super
indicated.
header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A case now of complete... So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
today's
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now there's a fine ball. Decent hit!
This is the time you need that pace.
He's shifting through the... Can he finish? Good try, very good try in fact. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Oh, played right into his path. Deftly away. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So it is still 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, that's a key interception. He's got the shot away! They've got to be quick to recover this. And the keeper beats it away. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get it through? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Always onto this. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Minutes gone. Oh, what a ball! Port upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch. Can he finish? And it's a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Port have penetrated for the first time. He's had a hit! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path. Port have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And they've got rid. Could be danger here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's heaved it away. Real chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Added time.
He's got away with one there. Well, that's well spotted. Oh, great chance! And he can clear it away. There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Shot could be on. Chance! They've scored! Two to the good. They have breathing space. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Hits one! He scored!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
That looks a cracking ball. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's played him through. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
71,550.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that's going to be a booking. Engages and forces him off the ball. He could be in here. He's tried one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's very neat. shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is good alertness. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Face to face with... Can he put it away? And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Back to within one! Interesting! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
He's picked his way through. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's gone forward. Well read, nice interception. Gently done. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is a great pick out. And here's the chance to counter.
Added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's the throw.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, easy pickings there. And that's that. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
He's had a hit!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He is through here, and that's been drilled in. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early.
Hits one! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Still goalless.
Oh, super ball. He rises! And he's following up! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter.
And the finish!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, that's a key interception. Looking tidy in possession here. Port upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork. This is the time you need that pace.
Can he spark a counter here? Picked out, and the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And he was alert to it. And now they can spring out of defence. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Terrific header! No, not the best of headers. Gently done.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That looks a good ball through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And they win it back again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we hit half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That's really well cleared. Gets his pass away. Spread neatly.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, sweet feet.
Now the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
In with the challenge. Port appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
And he was quick to react. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chance!
The attendance for this match was
He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Gets the shot away! And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that could set him on his way. Great chance! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And now the breakaway. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That looks a cracking ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Neatly clipped into space.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Gets good distance on it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He can run onto that. He's had a shot! It's in! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Substitution on the field. Number 77.
So, time for changes
Number
on
11.
both sides, actually.
Number 21.
Port give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Number
Well,
6.
the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Number 88.
Port
Substitution.
need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well seen, saw that coming. He's got the shot away! He can get that clear. Gets a good foot in there. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he stands tall, impenetrable. There's the shot! It's in! The breakthrough strike!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now he's off and running. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So what can they make of this? Oh, nice one too. Very nice. Fired. He gets big.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Might be danger here. Port applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Oh, right place, right time. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Port have got it back and they'll have another go. Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's away! Decent hit! He scores! They are right back in business!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Well, that's an inviting ball. Well, there's the clearance. He's been picked out. There's the hit! It's there! And they get themselves in front!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Port get themselves into the lead. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gets his pass away. And that has been clubbed away. Now that's well seen too.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking tidy in possession here. Referee has just said play on.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's played him through. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
2 added minutes have
And
been
it's
indicated.
hoisted clear. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one,
Real chance! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, that was great hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again. But while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It's gone for a throw-in. Played over towards the opposite flank. Forwards and with intent. And he cuts out the supply. Port appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Was 70,987.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's found the way, and the shot! He's scored! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Port go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot could be on. And he's there to retrieve it. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's in plenty of space here. That has been knocked clear.
Substitution on the field. Number 77.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
11.
fact.
Number 21. Coming on the field. Number 6. Number 55.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 88. Substitutions
Well, that's
taking
a foul.
place.
Free kick's been given. Played back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes short and sharp. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, well played, well sorted out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The pass has gone astray. Can he spark a counter here? That's good vision. And he was quick to react. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well played and well cleared.
Could move up a gear here. That pass has been
There will
well
be 3
intercepted.
minutes added time.
Has a go! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
That is good alertness. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, and he's... Oh, shooting chance! And that is the last effort of the game. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
This is a hard one to take.
Your
but we'll
reflections
be
then,
back
Jim.
stronger,
Well, Peter,
won't
I
we?
really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.